know you, infinity.
Hello everybody, welcome to Daily Dose of Insanity. My name is Thomas.
My name is Michael.
And today we have with us a bearded dragon. Now this one, his name is Apollo, and he is one of our adult bearded dragon rescues. So for those of you that don't know, we run a reptile rescue. We've been running it for about a year and a half now, and we've saved over 100 reptiles so far. So it's been really fun. Bearded dragons are actually some of the more common reptile pets, and so we get a lot of these guys circling through the rescue system. He is a male bearded dragon, full grown. Bearded dragons can get up to about 2 feet on, that's the large end of the scale. Yeah, these guys are really popular pets just because they're really hardy creatures. They're pretty easy to take care of. Some fun facts about bearded dragons is they actually have a third eye on the top of their head, right kind of between their eyes. They use that to, they can see shadows above them. So say in the wild, if a bird or flying predator is going above them, they would be able to detect that, or detect its shadow. So that's just a little technique that helps them out in the wild.
And that's why you never want to try to hold them from above, because they will think you are a predator.
And and these guys are native to Australia. As for handling these guys, like Michael said earlier, you definitely don't want to go and pick them up from above or from above their head, because that will freak them out, because that's how predators attack in the wild. So you don't want to stress them out that way. You want to pick them up, kind of just scoop from under the belly, and make sure you're supporting all 4 limbs. It's hard when he's squirmy. As long as you're supporting all 4 limbs, they'll be fine. And they are a little prickly, so heads up about that.
80% of their diet is salad. About 20% of their diet is fruits and veggies. Some good staple insects for bearded dragons are dubia roaches, crickets, mealworms. Some people think that since they live in the desert, you should keep them on sand. That can actually kill them if they get some of it into their digestive tract.
Yeah, definitely no loose substrate for these guys. Some substrates you can use include like paper towels, repta carpet, non-adhesive laminate flooring, and there's lots of other things out there. I know at some pet stores you can get they're like rubber mats that are meant to look like rocky, sandy areas, but they're not. They're just rubber. Lighting for these guys, you want to have,
I think it was an 80 degrees Fahrenheit cold spot and a 100 degrees Fahrenheit basking spot.
They always have to have UVB light throughout the entire enclosure. That UV light helps them absorb calcium and other vitamins so that they are healthy. If they go without UVB light, they can develop metabolic bone disease, or MBD, which causes, basically they don't get the right nutrients to their bones, and they have bone deformities and other issues along with that. So definitely always have UVB light throughout their entire enclosure. You want to make sure that they have calcium available to them, just in a separate bowl, or you can actually dust their insects in calcium whenever you feed them. But that's important for them so that they get the right nutrients for their body to grow. Calcium helps them get the right nutrients they need, and that UV light helps them absorb that calcium. So these guys make really good pets because they're some of the most docile reptiles out there. Very popular for beginner reptile owners. They hardly ever bite, and if they do, it's usually from an accident by the owner, or they get surprised.
Like if you were to try and pick him up by going from above, and they're like sleeping or just not seeing you.
These guys definitely are not aggressive. These guys just hang out all day.
Brushing my leg.
What?
You're pinning
sorry.
the chair. You're pushing it closer, and it's pinning the leg against the table.
Just breaking Michael's legs over here. Honestly, I like to have these guys on my shoulder sometimes if I'm working on homework or whatever, and they'll just hang out there. Like we said earlier, these guys are very popular pets, and with that comes the fact that a lot of them end up in rescues. As you know, we run a reptile rescue, and so our message to you guys would be, just like any other pet, make sure you're ready to put in the dedication it takes to keep one of these. These guys live 10 plus years. Really, you should plan to have it for, 10 plus years, and if say you're going off to college soon or something along those lines, make sure there's a plan set in place for the care of the reptile. As much as we love caring for these guys in our rescue, it really isn't fair to a lot of the pets that end up in the rescues, so... Oh, ow! Ow! Sharp! 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 You are sharp! This here is a new addition to our rescue, a baby bearded dragon. We don't have a name for this guy yet, so comment down below some name suggestions. We don't know if it's a male or female yet, it's a little too young to tell. If you're ever adopting a bearded dragon, be sure to remember, these guys can turn into... Ugh, these guys. Why? They don't stay small forever. Where are you going? And that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Comment down below if you guys want to see more reptile videos. Also, comment down your favorite reptile species. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will see you guys next time. Bye!